Welcome to our next class, students. Today we'll be starting with the syllabus of UT2. So before starting, please note down the syllabus. Children, in UT2 you have the world around us, the magic of words, the words of the book, young scientist, and India Unlimited. That means up to page number 46 you have to prepare for UT2. So let's start with the chapter The World Around Us. Students, in this chapter we'll be discussing about aquatic plants. Aquatic plants are the plants that live and grow in water. You all are familiar with this. They include submerged plants, clear, floating, which are floating on water, amphibious means both on land and water, plants, and halifolic plants. What are halifolic plants? They need maximum exposure to sun. Clear? Now we'll be reading about these plants, that aquatic plants. So the first one is, this aquatic plant is carnivores. What is the meaning of this? This is what? Insectivorous. They eat insects. It lives in fresh water and uses its tiny capsules which have opening on them to catch its prey. Clear? So this plant is what? Bladderwort. Next is, this submerged aquatic plant has the slender stem, means thin and straight stem. Clear? Thin and straight stem which is branched so that the long and thread-like leaves look like bushy cluster floating on the surface of water. This is what? It's sago pondweed. Next is, this common aquarium plant has leaf arising in the cluster form its roots. It is generally recommended for large tanks. So most of the time you must have seen plants in the aquarium also. Clear? So the shape of that plant you can see in the aquarium. You must have seen aquarium everywhere. Clear? In your home also many people they are keeping. So that plant is called Vallisneria. Next is, this fast growing aquatic flowering plant has several fine leaves that form a conical structure, okay, on each stem. So this is what? Hornwort. Clear? Next is, fifth, this floating plant has roots submerged in water. Its thick soft leaf can be up to 14 centimeter long. Clear? Leaves length is 14 centimeter long and they have no stem. What it is? It is water cabbage. Some species of these floating plants with yellow or white flower are aquatic weeds. Weeds means unwanted plants. They are what? Floating heart. Next is, it is the largest seaweed on the earth. It can grow about 60 centimeter per day if the conditions are ideal. Clear? If the conditions are ideal. Means if the condition, weather condition, everything will remain same. So they grow up to 60 centimeter per day. Clear? 60 centimeter per day. But what should be the condition? Should be ideal. It can reach a length of 30 meter in a year. So what it is? It is giant kelp. Next is, this free-flowing plant does not have leaf or stem. It grows in stagnant water. You know stagnant water is what? Clear? Stagnant water. It spreads rapidly and kills other plants growing in area by blocking sunlight. Clear? They block sunlight and this is called duckweed. Now next is, eelgrass, a type of submerged aquatic vegetation, supports the life of many fishes and shellfish. So please underline, this is very important about eelgrass. Our next lesson is related to migratory birds. What are migratory birds? Many migratory birds come to India every year. So birds, you know that they travel in groups, means they migrate from one place to another. They come from different places like Africa, Europe, Northern Asia and Southeast Asia in search of feeding ground and warm climates. So for their suitable climate, they keep on changing their place and they are called migratory birds. Now first is, it is the big bird. It can be often seen standing on one leg near the swamps and lake. You must have seen this bird. This is what? Greater flamingo. Second, it is a common small duck found in marshes. The male bird has chestnut color head. So you can see it is chestnut color head. It is what? Eurasian teal. Next is, it is a small robin-like bird. The male bird has a bright blue throat. You can see its throat is blue. It is what? Blue throat. Next is the bill of this bird is spoon shaped. Clear? The bird uses it to strain food from the water. So you can see it is what? Spoon shaped. So what it is? Northern shoveler. Next is it is a common 12.5 to 14 centimeter long warbler. It feeds mainly on insects. Clear? So what it is? Blythe's reed warbler. Next is it is a medium sized bird which nests on the ground on a dry open area. So you can see picture is also given what it is. Pacific golden plover. Next is it is a large bird with huge wings. It gracefully floats on the water. It is what? Rosy pelican. Next is it is a small duck that breeds in Russia. It forages for acorns in the wood at night. So what it is? Beckle teal. And underline this also. Black crowned night heron and Russian gold oriole are the two birds that visit India in the summer season. So underline. Okay, and Eurasian gold oriole. So underline this. Next is phobia. What is a phobia? Phobia is persistent, irrational fear. Fear is phobia of a specific thing. Means you are afraid of. Clear? Afraid of which thing? That is called phobia. Activity of any activity. You may be afraid of any activity, or a person can be afraid of a situation. Sometimes of the height, water, depth. Clear? So that is called phobia. So in this chapter we will discuss about different phobias. First is acrophobia. What it is? The fear of height. The next is nyctophobia, the fear of dark. Pyrophobia, the fear of fire. Then phobophobia, the fear of fear itself. Clear? The next is hypertophobia, the fear of snakes. Aquaphobia, you know that aqua used for water, the fear of water. Hemophobia, fear of blood. Hemo, word related to blood. Then demonophobia, the fear of demons. Clear? Fear of demons. Then odontophobia, the fear of dentist. And then glossophobia, the fear of public speaking. Clear? With this chapter is also over. Children, the next lesson is magic of words. What you have to do this in this chapter? Fun with words. Add 2 letters before or after. You have to add 2 letters before or after it to form a new word. Clear? And meanings are given here. Clues are given. So side, what you will add? 2 words next to. The meaning, new word which you will form, the meaning of that word will be next to. So beside. What it is? Beside. Then close, to cover. Enclosed. E-N-C-L-O-S-E. Clear? Enclosed. Quest, to ask politely. If you ask politely to someone, that means that is what? Request. So write here R-E-Q-U-E-S-T. Wick, what each bowler aims. Wicket, you know that bowler always aims to hit the wicket. So wicket, W-I-C-K-E-T. The next is to suggest indirectly, imply, I-M-P-L-Y. Then what you will add? A facial expression showing anger. You know that which expression showing anger? That is called frowny face. So here you can write frown, F-R-O-W-N. F-R-O-W-N. Then tend, the opposite of tough, tender, T-E-N-D-E-R. Opposite of tough means soft, tender. Then describe, that is describe, we can write. To explain, describe. Clear? So D-E-S-C-R-I-B-E. Act, respond to, react, R-E-A-C-T. Then bark, to go on to board or a ship, that is what? Embark. So these are the meanings, children. Clear? These are the new words which you can write here. Okay. Then next is write the homophones for the following word with the help of the given hint. So homophones, soar, pronunciation should be same. Soar, S-O-A-R. So spelling here the soar is written S-O-R-E. Hint is to go up a height, that is what? Soar. Key, a place for loading and uploading ships, that is called quay. CUE. Q, you know that Q is what? A row of people. So the spellings are QUEW. Then next is plait, hairstyle. You know that is called plaits. PLAIT, plait. Girls are making plaits. Clear? Sum, total of something. So total of something, that is also sum. But the spellings are different. What is that? SUM. The next is compliment, expression of praise. That is what? Compliment. Clear? It is what? Compliment. Now, stationery. This stationery is used for the stationery items which you are using, and the same pronunciation, that is what? Stationery. It means not moving. Stationary object. Clear? Then easel, the passage between the rows, that is called easel. The next is cache, the hidden store of weapon, food, etc. That is called cache. Clear? Pair, to cut off the outer covering, that is called pair. To cut out the outer covering. So in this class we will do up to here only. So next class we will be discussing the next chapter. Clear? So till that, prepare it well for your exams. Thank you.